Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you all? I hope you all are fine. Students, today we are going to start on unit number 13 part B, that is Brother Bent Nose. So this is a very interesting poem written by Nicholas Hosberg. It is explained in a very funny way. Now let me tell you about this poem. That this is a poem about two brothers. Here in this picture you can see there are two brothers. The one is elder and 6 feet tall, and the second one is younger and 4 feet, as you can see in this picture. The younger one is telling the story that one day they were swinging on a mango tree. Here in this picture you can see that they were swinging on a mango tree. There are fallen few mangoes and trees, and a branch has broken. So the younger one is telling the story that one day they were swinging on a mango tree and suddenly they fell down on a big bite. And when they looked at each other, they smiled broadly. They laughed even. Then they stand up and in a very unstable condition. So, and then after this incident, the younger one looked at his elder brother. The blood was running out from his nose. Here in this picture you can see that the blood is running out from the elder one's nose. And his poor old nose that was once straight is not left like before. This nose is now bent forever, but now they are older and wiser, and they have left climbing the trees like apes and chimpanzees. Now students, let's start from the meanings of few of the difficult words. The first one is ancient. Ancient means very old. The second one is bold. Bold means willing and eager to face danger, means fearless. You can say that bold means fearless, to have no fear and you have a eager to face danger. Then the third one is hawk owl. It's a crow-sized owl that acts more like a hawk than an owl. It hunts during the day and is not afraid of humans. The next one is hooter, means informal word for nose. So hooter is an informal word for nose, also one that hoots like an owl. The next one is rent. Rent means past participle of rent and opening a rip. The second last is Romanesque, in the style of Roman Italian architecture. The last one is shin. Shin means the front part of the leg below the knee and above the ankle. So these are few of the difficult words and their English meanings. Now move towards our poem. I've an ancient older brother. He's bold, he's big, he's strong. He's as clever as a hawk owl and sure knows right from wrong. Students, in this stanza, the poet is describing about his brother. The younger one is describing about his elder brother and tells that he is very old. He is bold, means fearless, big and strong. And he is very clever like a hawk owl. Hawk owl is a crow-sized owl, and this bird is very sharp. And his older brother knows the difference between right and wrong. He can differentiate among the good things and the bad things. Now the second stanza is, he is very tall, just like a palm, towering over me. I am only 4 foot and a bit, but he is 6 foot. Now in this stanza, the poet is once again describing about his brother and comparing himself to his brother. His brother is 6 feet tall and he is of 4 feet, as you have seen in this picture that this is a poet and he is 4 feet and his elder brother is 6 feet tall. Now there is third stanza. One day in a mango tree, we swung from limb to limb until one snap, patak, it went, and down I fell on him. So in this stanza, what happened? The poet has started telling the story that one day we swung from limb to limb. Limb to limb means from one branch to another branch of the mango tree until one snap, patak, it went. Means that they started swinging on a mango tree from branch to branch, and suddenly one branch broke and they fell down. The poet was very young and small as he fell on his older, taller brother and produced a sound like patak. There is our fourth stanza. We landed in a great big pile, all legs and arms and shins. I looked at him and he at me, no tears, just two big grins. So, shins means the front part of the leg, below the knee and above the ankle, and grin means broad smile. So now in this stanza, he tells that they fell down and landed in a great big piles, means on gathered leaves or bushes. And they fell over completely on his legs and arms and shins. Shin is the front part of the leg below the knee and above the ankle. The poet looked at his elder brother and his brother looked at him, and instead of crying, they started laughing at each other and made a broad smile. Now the next stanza is, up we staggered quite shakily from the shock, I suppose, and then I noticed when I looked blood dripping from his nose. Students, in this picture, you can well understand the situation that in this stanza, the poet says that due to this incident or accident, we get up very unstably and shakily, like about to fall on sides. When they came out of this shock, the poet looked at his brother and noticed that the blood was running out of his elder brother's nose. Now, the next stanza is, what once was straight and Romness appeared all torn and rent. The poor old hooter on his face forever was bent. Now, explaining about his brother's nose in a very funny way, that in this stanza the poet is describing about his brother's nose in a very funny way. He describes that his elder brother's nose, that once his brother's nose was straight, ideal, like in fairy tales. Now it has torn and not left like before. Now his poor old nose has burned forever. The poet has used word hooter for his nose. The last stanza is, so now we are older, wiser too. We keep well clear of trees. We leave the climbing and the tricks to apes and chimpanzees. And this stanza, the poet describes the current state of him and his brother, that now they have grown up, they are older and wiser and are well clear of trees, and they have stopped swinging and climbing on the trees like monkeys and chimpanzees. Here apes represents monkeys. Students, I hope so that this poem is clear to all of you. All of you have a very clear understanding of this poem. Now students, you will do these meanings of few of the difficult words on your notebook like this. Unit number 13, part C, that is brother bent nose. There are difficult words and their English meanings. Ancient means very old. Bold means fearless. Hawk owl means a crow-sized owl. Hooter, informal word for nose. Rent, a rib. Romanesque, in the style of Roman architecture. The front part of the leg below the knee. Students, all of you will do these difficult words and their meanings on your notebook like this, and will read this poem and will understand it. Allah Hafiz.